entertaining the Essex Hornets tonight, the final game of the season here at the freshman level. The Raider freshmen coming in with a record of 6-0, and this is the second game this week that we will see the Essex Hornets. The junior varsity squad was here on Monday night, and what a great game that was. They ended up winning that game. The Essex Hornets topped the Raider JV squad on Monday night by a score of 40-38, and that was quite entertaining, I'll tell you. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco here at Alumni Field. It's freshman football tonight on Channel 15. We've got the captain's meeting at midfield, and we'll be back momentarily for tonight's kickoff. Ready? We ready? All right, back to the Alumni, ready for freshman football this evening on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco. The Raider freshmen coming into tonight's ball game with a record of 6-0, the final game for the Raider freshman squad, and our first game this year for, we saved the best for last, Mary, I guess, huh? So here we go. It's the Hornets and the Raiders one more time this season, and to this date, the Hornets are 2-0. They're perfect record against the Raiders this year. The varsity coming to town and winning that contest, and then Monday night the JVs losing a close one to the Hornets, 40-38. So we'll see how this one goes. Should be entertaining. Should be a great contest. They normally are when the Hornets come to town. And here we go, back deep. We're gonna Mary. Your eyesight's a little bit better than mine there. For the Raiders, it looks like 21, Joshua Cody. And that's who's going to take it for the Raiders. Has a little trouble with it. Picks it up inside the 5. And let's see. Cody's going to bring it out to about the 8-yard line, it looks like. So that's where the Raiders will go to work, 1st and 10. And let's see. I'm waiting for Mr. Battles here on the board here. There you go, 1st and 10. He's going to call it the 6. We'll call it the 6-yard line. So that's where the Raiders will go to work. Now they don't have the roster I've got, but it doesn't have the positions on here. So we'll have to wait and see who comes up. 76, 75, 76, Matthew Hawk. It looks like the Raiders center. And a quarterback number 10 out there, Ryan Belomo. So Belomo at the quarterback position. The handoff, first man through. And on the carry for the Raiders, number 15, that's Scott Crosby. So Crosby gets the carry, first call. First play from scrimmage for the Raiders. It'll bring up a 2nd down. And let's see, 2nd down, and he's got 10 there, but that can't be right. You must be falling asleep over there at the handles there. There you go, second down and 9. The ball at the 11. Belomo barks him out. And again, this is Crosby on the carry. Brings it up over the 10. Over the 15. They'll call it the 17. 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. The ball at the 17-yard line. '86 out to the near side. Dakota Wright as one of your Raider wideouts. Couple of setbacks behind Belomo. First man through. And picks up a 1st down. 27 on the carry. Was that 27, Mary, right? Looked like 27. I got Dalton Mitchell for the Raiders. So Mitchell picks up the 1st down. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. The ball at the 33-yard line. 10 minutes left here, opening quarter. Raiders and the Hornets tonight from Alumni. Belomo having trouble with the handle there, but he was able to recover as he pulled away from center. 76, Raiders center Matthew Hawk. 58 on the offensive line there, Krista Bolig. 24 in there for the Raiders, Andrew Drake. 17 checks in, that's Rocky Lucian. So Lucian into the ball game for the Raiders, number 17. That's our first look this year at the Raider freshman squad. So we want to make sure we get everybody's name called this evening, seeing how it's the last ball game of the season. Second down and about 11 for the Raiders. The ball at the 32-yard line. There's Balomo with the handoff, and this is 17 on the carry, and that's Rocky Lucian. So Lucian with the carry gets it up over the 35. (11 and 15). Elijah Rogers checks in. Scott Crosby back in for the Raiders as Andrew Drake checks out. The Raiders looking at a third down and about 6 here. 3rd and 6, the ball at the 36-yard line. And about 8:37 left here, first quarter. Ryan Balomo, Raider quarterback, the handoff this time goes to 15. It's Scott Crosby on the carry. So that'll bring up a 4th down now for the Raiders, and they'll have to boot the football away here. 5 checking in. Number 5, Jeff Hart, into the ball game for the Raiders. Pick up some of these different numerals here. The Hornets will drop back. A couple of players down or deep for the Raider punt, and punting away here for the Raiders. I didn't get his number here, but it's 15 on the 15. Okay, Scott Crosby with the kick for the Raiders, and just over midfield is tackled. The Essex ball carrier on the return was number 2 for Essex. It's looks like Foyce, Nathan Foyce on the return. And he was dropped by a host of Raiders out there. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They'll go to work here, their first series. 7:45 left here, first quarter of action from Alumni Field this evening. Freshman football. Essex quarterback, number 10, drops it back. McGrath. It's complete. The pass goes to number 7. That's Jason Friedman. Friedman on the reception for the Hornets. So McGrath, it is the 10, right, Mary? Number 10. Looking, getting some pressure, and he goes down. Big play defensively in there for the Raiders, 88. Ryan Grover, so Grover comes in. It's actually number 12, it's Joey Picard. Picard is the Essex quarterback. So Picard feeling the pressure there as Ryan Grover came in for the Raiders and lowered the boom on him. So they're looking at a 3rd and 10 here. 3rd down and 10 for the Hornets. Picard drops, fires, its pass is complete. Across the way. Hey, that's not number 85 out there, is it, Mary? Yeah, it is. Okay. 85. Jacob Rodriguez. We didn't have his name the other night, Monday night, but boy, he looks an awful lot like the kid that was in the JV game, and he was catching every pass that was thrown to him. There's a penalty marker down. Yeah. And I've got them. They don't have their year listed here, so I'm curious. I'm going to be watching him. 85, Jacob Rodriguez, 6 foot, 125. He's a wideout here for Essex. Now that's got my curiosity picked here. Here we go. So it's a 3rd and 11 for the Hornets, and they run it very similar to the JV and Essex and varsity program. Finally, they're going to blow the whistle here. Nothing doing here is Essex, the ball carrier, number 8, C.J. Allenbert. And there was nothing doing as the Raider defense came in and made the stop. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 12 here for Essex, back deep, 17. That's Lucian for the Raiders, along with, I can't see the near side here, 23, that's Kyle Arnold. So Lucian and Arnold, looks like Arnold's looking at it, watches it goes out of bounds. So the Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Let's see where they're going to mark this here, just over the 20. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point. 1st and 10, the ball at the 22-yard line. So that's where the Raiders will start. As we have 6:16 left here in the first quarter of play. That 85, that's really that's got my interest, I'll tell you. Because I think, well, if he was a freshman, okay, he played JVs. They're only allowed to play so many quarters. Yep. So here we go. The Raiders go to work as Balomo barks them out. And the first man through, let's see who got the call that time. On the carry was number 34 for the Raiders, Joe Sullivan on the carry. So Sullivan comes out, checking in. Number 27, Dalton Mitchell for the Raiders, checks into the ball game. 5:45 left, first quarter play from Alumni this evening. Freshman football on Channel 15. And it's the final game of the season here for both squads. 86 now, that's Dakota Wright. He's the wide out to the near side. 11 across the way, Elijah Rogers on the far side. The handoff still going. Twisting and turning, and on the carry is Scott Crosby. So Crosby able to pick up a Raider first down here, and they'll have it 1st and 10. What? It was a good run, Mary. Yep, 1st and 10. Spinning and grinning, and right. So the Raiders have it 1st and 10, and they have the football at the 38-yard line, the Raider 38-yard line, a little 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Ryan Balomo, pitch back to the deep back. That's 15 again on the carry. Crosby gets it. Nothing doing this time as the Essex defenders come up 81 and 4 on the tackle. I don't have an 81 on the roster, and I don't have a 4. Okay, so there you go, Mary. Yeah, well, how many times have we come across this? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're probably on the yeah. I've got the JV roster. Maybe I should look at that. All right, handoff this time, and still fighting for some yardage. That's a good carry there on the 21 on the carry for the Raiders, Joshua Cody. So Cody gets the call that time. And the Raiders looking for, let's see, a 3rd down and about 5. 3rd and 5 here for Rutland. 21 checks out. So Cody checks out for the Raiders. The Raider center, 76, Matthew Hawk, up over the football. Now we've got 11 out here. Elijah Rogers, near side. And I believe it's Grover across the way. There's the 2 wideouts for the Raiders. Here is Balomo. Lost the handle. And luckily, Balomo was able to, or actually that wasn't Balomo, that was number 11. That's Rogers who, no, it was Balomo. His jersey was wrinkled there momentarily. But so Balomo able to fall on the loose football. Now this will bring up a 4th down now, 4th and 12 for the Raiders. And they'll boot the football away. Here's Essex ready to receive the punt. And the kick is, that's a good one. It goes over, and it's picked up by number 8, Allenbart for Essex, and he gets it across the 40. There was a loose football there, but I think he was down. I think he was down when the ball came out. So, yeah, they are signaling Essex football. So it's a 1st and 10 for Essex. I want to see where he's going to mark this here. Yeah, well, we've got both of them on the roster, so we're good. So the Raiders looking, or the Essex actually, 1st and 10, and the ball at the 43-yard line here, with 2:43 left in the first quarter of play from Alumni Field this evening. Freshman football here on Channel 15, and so far no score. So here we go. Drops it back. Looking, and he's got a man there. Oh, it's almost picked off. So it went off the intended receiver down there. It was number 1, and I can't tell you who it was because I don't have him on the roster. So there you go. I got to wonder, Mary, if that's from the JV squad. I do too, tell you the truth. Well, I'm looking at the JV squad. There is no number 1, so so much for that. All right, the JV roster. I had it from Monday night. Here's the pitch, or a little pass here out in the flat. Number 1 on the reception for Essex, and coming up to make the stop for the Raiders there. Looks like 86, 88 on the tackle, and that's Wright. And Grover, 88 and 86, coming up to make the stop for the Raiders. So 3rd and 5 for Essex here, as they have the football at their own 49-yard line, call it the 48. And it's strictly no huddle. And that's the way they work it at Essex. It's a no huddle offense. They get going right off the bat. Here's 21 on the carry for Essex, and that was looks like Jerkowitz for Essex on the carry. 4th down now, so came up short on that 3rd down try. It'll be a 4th down and about 1 to go here for Essex, as they're going to go for it. Unless they shift into that punting position, but I haven't seen it yet. Essex quarterback, Joey Picard, number 12. And that's is that a loose, incomplete pass, because it was a forward pass. So incomplete pass on the 4th down, Marion. That'll set up the Raiders in pretty good shape. They'll have good field position as they have a 1st and 10 here. And they're going to be inside. Now, why did they put the ball? Is that where that ball was? Okay, all right. I thought it was on this side of the. It was on this side of the 50. Oh, okay, I got you. He came up short on that 3rd down try. All right, good. Well, at any rate, the Raiders will take over. Ryan Balomo now, number 10. It's your Raider quarterback. Couple of setbacks behind him here. Pitch back to the deep man. And on the carry, number 21 for the Raiders, that's Cody, Joshua Cody on the carry on the tackle for Essex. And that's number 1. I don't have a name for him. The nameless wonder. There you go. Okay. Number 1. 2nd down. It was a gain of about, looks like about 2nd and 6. So it was a gain of about 4 yards on the play on the run by Cody. So it'll be a 2nd down now as Palomo. There he goes. 21 on the carry. Again, this is Josh Cody. And finally taken down, but not before he gets inside the 40, close to the 35-yard line here of the Essex Hornets. So the Raider ground game here is starting to show some life. Now, would that be Kevin's son? Is he old enough to have a freshman? Yeah, but I'm just wondering if he would have to be. Well, he's a freshman, obviously, so that would make him around, what, 14 years old, roughly, 13, 14? Yeah. Well, depending on when the birthday is. So I got to wonder, and it's been, I'm trying to think of how long, because Aaron had Coach Palomo when he was in high school, and he's been out, well, as you know, he's been out for quite a while, so, yeah. Okay. So we're at alumni here. We had a timeout. Well, that was actually, we had a timeout. It was the end of the first quarter of play. We kept it right here, and that is him. That's what I thought. So, yeah, don't mind us. We're just we're shooting the breeze here during the between the first and second quarter. So after one quarter of play, there is no score in the ballgame. The Raiders starting to put together a little bit of a drive here. So we'll see what happens. They're looking at a 1st and 10. They'll have the football at just about the 36-yard line. So here we go. That's good. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10. Ryan Belomo, the Raider quarterback. And the handoff, first man through. Here we go. Still going, 27. And Dalton Mitchell into the end zone. Raider touchdown. So Mitchell gets the Raiders on the board. And unlike Monday night when we had the JV team, we had the Essex came out on top. And they came out early and they ended up on top. Yeah, they got the first score, so a little bit different this evening. Raider freshman squad here on the board first, 6-0. And they'll go for the 2 points here. With 11:49 here, just inside the second quarter of play. So Belomo, the Raider quarterback, he's got Mitchell the up, looking to pass here for the 2 points. It goes incomplete. So both teams come back up the field. It's the Raiders 6 and the Hornets nothing. We'll be back momentarily. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal, really. But if you want to, I know. But at halftime, okay, at halftime we'll just. I know you. So I'm standing there and there's no sound. Right, and I'm not talking and you went over there to check it out, and then when you came back, I'm looking, and I'm saying, well, wait a minute, what the heck's going on here? We're good, and it's still not on pause. So we kept it right here at that alumni field. What the heck? We got plenty of tape, Mary. It's the last game of the season. Hey, yeah, it is actually. You're right. Well, as long as I'm home by close to 8 o'clock, I got to watch my Yankees tonight. The Fall Classic. Here we go, my Yankees. Yes, it's good to have Yankee fans. It's good to be in the booth with a fellow Yankee fan. There's another one down below. Yes, sir. Yep. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, here's the kickoff, and it's taken by, whoa, look out. Check the helmet, make sure the head is still in there. Holy moly, who got that tackle, Mary? Who's the, I'm trying to, was it 69? Let me see, I think it was 69 that came out here. Benjamin Layden Olson, I think he had the tackle, I'm not sure, but. Well, what a hit, though, for the Raiders. So, hey, welcome to alumni. So they got a 1st and 10 here for the Hornets, the ball at their own 45-yard line. And Picard, is he number 12? Is he still in there? Is that 12 or is that the McGrath is 10? Okay. They had Picard in there, number 12 here to start. And so 10 is in it. That's McGrath. That's Billy McGrath, number 10 for Essex. And they've been switching it up. They had Joey Picard in there, number 12. Now Picard, and I'm sure it's a brother, it's a relative. He plays. There was a Picard on the varsity squad here last Friday evening when they came to town. So there you go, 1st and 10, and no, 2nd down. Actually, the board is wrong here. I should look down on the field. 2nd down. Pass goes up complete. We got a late flag coming in here at the end of the play. And not sure what this is all about, but we'll hold it right here. 10:49 left here, second quarter of action here from alumni. And the Raiders on top of the Hornets 6-0 as waiting to get the official call here. The Raiders, nice run by Dalton Mitchell here to go on the board. And the 2-point attempt was no good, so that's where we are at this point. 6-0. Raiders as the officials. I hope this isn't going to be an ongoing thing here, Mary, because I'd like to get home at 8 and watch my Raiders tonight. So, or my Yankees, I should say. You know, I mean, 2 hours, that's just about what they take. So, you know, let's make a decision, and then Jorge, there you go. Well, the call is going against Essex. I didn't see this. I didn't get the signal. I don't know if Stevie Morrow. I don't think Stevie Morrow's down there, because I'll tell you, Stevie's great because you can. He looks right up at the box. He gives you the call. He hollers out what the penalty was, and okay, well, no explanation. I didn't see it. So, at any rate, we're looking at a first in a bunch here, 1st and 24, and the ball at the Essex 21-yard line. And I want to see there's, okay, McGrath is still in there at quarterback, number 10. A couple of setbacks, and the deep back gets the pitch. Nothing doing, the Raider defense. Nice play there, led by number 34. It's Joe Sullivan and company there on the tackle. That's great to see at the freshman level in the JV. They're playing good defense. That's what you want to see. The offense will come along. That'll come along. We don't worry too much about that. But you want to get them to. They got to be able to hit somebody, right? You want them to hit somebody out there. So it's a third down. I'm sorry, actually 4th down. Bats, get on the board, will you? I'm taking my lead from you here. It's a 4th and a bunch, and Essex has got to boot the football away. It's taken by, is that Mitchell? And we got a flag down. No, let's see. That was 23 on the return. That's Kyle Arnold. So Arnold on the return for the Raiders. Unfortunately, the flag went down here. So yeah, we got a whatever that is pushing in the back or something here. So it went against the Raiders on the kickoff. It's a pretty decent return there by Arnold, but let's see where they're going to spot it here. Right in front of us here, Mary, basically. Yeah, can we go in a little closer? Just a little bit here, and then pan out as you go, as the play develops. But there you go. That's good. That's good. I like it. Nice and tight, 1st and 10 here. The Raiders go to work to have the football at the 45-yard line. Belomo. Let's see, he's got a man down there. He's going to come back for the ball, but it's intercepted. And on the interception, let's see, number 10. Well, that's your McGrath. He's the quarterback there on offense. So McGrath comes up with the interception to give the ball back to the Hornets with 9:29 left here in the second quarter of play. Freshman football this evening here on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco, and always a pleasure here to do these local broadcasts here. Last game of the season here on October 28th. Yep. Okay, now Picard's in. Picard, plenty of time, airs it out. Got a man down there. It's complete. And number 8 on the reception, C.J. Allenbert. And Allenbert is going to pick up a Essex first down. So Allenbert on the reception as Picard came in there, shuffling quarterbacks in between Picard and also Billy McGrath. So you've got, let's see, again, no huddle offense, which is right up the line. You go freshman, JV, and varsity. That's the way they operate. And each one, I'll tell you a little story about that, Mary, because I had a little conversation on Monday about this. But looking, got some pressure coming, finally gets it away, and it's complete. And is that number 1, Mary? Who got the reception there? Are they going to bring him down here? Okay, number 1. Well, again, we apologize. We don't have the name to go to number 1. So at any rate, the Hornets pick up the first down. We're looking at a 1st and 10, and they have the football at the Raider 35-yard line. There you go. Make it easy on yourself. Stretch. Back he goes. Picard got some pressure, dishes it off, and on the reception was number 21, Jerkowitz. Who got the tackle there? That's the last guy getting up. 88. We'll give it to Grover. Is that Ryan Grover on the tackle? So not much doing there. A 2nd down and 9 gain of 1 on the play. And the ball at the Raider 34-yard line. 7:46 here, second quarter of action. Now we got some movement. You've got trips here on the left side here and the near side for Essex. Picard looking almost. Well, there was visions of an interception there. 83 with the coverage for the Raiders there. Michael Pileggi. And I believe he's got a brother that plays on the varsity because I did introduce a Pileggi on Friday evening. So Michael near the football there on that particular play. So it'll be a 3rd and 9, and the Raiders are going to get caught. Yep. So that'll definitely help. That's a offsides against the Raiders. So that'll move the football 5 yards. You're going the wrong way there, pal. Get in the ball game. Attaboy. We'll tell you which way to go. So, boy. Okay. 3rd down, and they picked up 5. So that was pretty good, wasn't it, Mary? 3rd and 5 now. Ball at the 30-yard line. Long count here by the Hornets, but that's, again, very similar to the way they operate. There's Picard, drops it back, plenty of time. Looks, got a man there, and the pass is complete, I assume. I get no signal, I don't know. Yeah. Well, now they came up short of the 1st down, so it's a 4th down and about 2 here to pick up the 1st down for Essex. As, again, if you're on defense, you just got to be patient, just be ready to go when that ball is hiked. There we go. Picard. And he gives it to nothing doing. Nice play by Mitchell, I believe. 27. Dalton Mitchell comes up to make the stop on the ball carrier. And that was Steve Jerkowitz. So he ends up getting tackled on that play. Turns the ball back over to the Raiders. The Raiders looking at a 1st and 10. Pretty decent field position. They'll have the ball at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 30. 6:47 left here in the second quarter of play. And the Raiders on top 6-0. And the rain seems to have stopped, huh? Been a pretty good first half here weather-wise. And, yeah, well, that's fine. Still going. There was no whistle here, so the ball carrier was able to get up over the 35. We're going to mark it here about the 36, 37-yard line, and I didn't see the ball carrier on that particular play, but checking out, I got to wonder if that was, yeah, we're going to give it to Joe. So Sullivan on the carry because he just came out of the ball game, so we'll give it to him. So a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4 with about 6 minutes left here. Second quarter. And we got some movement there somewhere. Boy, I hope this... yeah. Now, I understand. I mean, if you got to make a call, you got to make the call, you know. And I don't get on officials because I wouldn't want to do it. Somebody's got to do it, and we ought to be thankful that they're here to do it. That call is going to go against Essex, though. So apparently there was some, they were offsides against the Hornets, so that benefits the Raiders. So now it'll be a 2nd down, and I'm not sure what we got here, what we're looking at. I'm going to say 2nd. Well, they got a 1st down. They got the 1st down marker up. No, it doesn't. So now it's a 2nd down. And let's see, on that play, just inside the 40, we'll call it the 39-yard line there. Close enough. Ryan Balomo, a Raider quarterback, couple of setbacks behind him. Everybody in there. There's a couple of wideouts on the far side. And Balomo gives it first man through, makes it up to about the 45, and then that's where he's meant. Let's see who got the call that time. Off the bottom of the pile for the Raiders is 21. Josh Cody. So Cody on the carry. And it'll bring up a third and a long 5, we'll call it. 3rd and 5 for the Raiders. Ball at the 46 with 4:50 left. Second quarter of play here from Alumni. Freshman football this evening, Channel 15. Palomo. This is Mitchell. Still going over the 50-yard line into Essex territory. And Dalton Mitchell on the carry. So when he did the yardage, they go to Mitchell. He looks like the workhorse there. Was able to pick up the Raider first down to keep the drive going. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Raiders with 4:19 left here in the second quarter of action from Alumni. On the far side, Dakota Wright, and the near side, Elijah Rogers. Those are your wideouts for the Raiders. Mitchell, and the second man through gets the call this time. '17, I believe. Let me see. Turn around. That's it. 17 on the carry. That's Lucian. Rocky Lucian comes out. Just carried the ball for the Raiders. So 2nd down and 7. Pick up a 3 on the play. And the ball at the Hornet 44-yard line. 3:38 left here, second quarter. And Ryan Palomo. He's got Mitchell. Single setback. Pitches to Mitchell. Still going. Got a nice block there. Inside. Took a shot. But he held on to the ball there as Mitchell took a shot there from, I'm trying to see the number. What was it, Mary? 53? 53 maybe? There is no 53. How about a 63? Let's give it to Tom Carton. So Carton comes up to make the stop. 3rd down and about 1. It's a long 1 here. Ball at the Essex 39-yard line. 2:52 left here, second quarter. And we got a couple of wideouts the near side as Palomo. First man through. Looks to be enough for the first down. Still going, no whistle. And way to go. 34 on the carry, Joe Sullivan. So Sullivan gets the call and brings it deeper into Essex territory. He was able to pick up the first down for the Raiders. So the Raiders now looking at a 1st and 10, and they'll have the football inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line of the Hornets. Raiders leading in the contest, 6-0. We're able to get on the board in that first quarter, and they draw first blood. So it's 6-0 here. 2:24 left here, second quarter of play. Everybody in tight except for they've got a wideout on the far side. That's Rogers across the way. And this time on the carry, number 2, it's Tyler, how do you pronounce that? Guth? Tyler Guth? Guth? G-U-T-H. Okay, Tyler Guth. And I apologize if it's not right, but. So on the carry, pretty much no gain. Yeah, we can. No gain on that play, so it's a 2nd down and 10 here. Starting to cool a little bit here at Alumni with 1:41 left in the second quarter. Working our way towards halftime, Mary. And it is 6:45, so we're looking good here. There is a timeout. We're going to keep the camera right here. I think we've got plenty of film tonight here, so we'll keep it right here. It's a 6-0 ball game. There's 1 minute and 41 seconds left. And the second quarter of play here from Alumni. It's freshman football this evening here on Channel 15. We've got 2-5. Oh, okay, plenty. And this, of course, the final contest of the evening, or of the season, I should say. As the Raider freshman squad, they had a nice season coming into to this ball game with a record of 6-0, and always nice to see. Of course, the Raider freshmen coached, as they have been for some years now, by Kevin Palomo, Mike Daly, Mary, let's go. T.J. Sabaka and Mike Rowe. So those are your coaches, and they've been in the system for quite some time now. There's Belomo now. He's going to look here to pass. He's got Mitchell open. Gets the reception, still going, and he's in. All right. So the Raiders with a pass from Belomo to Mitchell here, and they go up 12-0 with 1 minute and 33 seconds left here in the second quarter. Pretty play by the Raiders as Belomo took it right and tossed a nice pass to Mitchell, and he did the rest of it on his own. So they get in for the score. It's 12-zip here. They'll go for the 2 points. 1:33 left here in the second quarter of play. Mitchell now the lone setback behind Belomo. Couple of wideouts here on the near side. Now we got a penalty marker down. We'll see. It could be false start. So it looks like a false start against the Raiders. So we'll try it again. So they'll huddle it up. They'll go for 2 here. As Matthew Hawk, the Raider center, up over the football. Now Belomo a couple of setbacks behind him. And the pitch, nope, he's going to pass. He's got a man down there, and it goes incomplete. And on the attempt, it looked like number 80, Rocco Stutz. Is that how you pronounce? That's how you pronounce it, Rocco. So a try for the 2 points, no good. Both teams back up the field. It's the Raiders 12 and the Hornets 0. We'll be back. Back in Alumni, ready for the kickoff here with 1 minute and 33 seconds left. The Raiders on top, 12-0 in this freshman football contest against the Essex Hornets. There's the kick away by Crosby, and it's taken by number 2 down there for that's Nathan Foyce for Essex. And he gets the ball back. Let's see, it's going to be close to the 45. We'll call it the 45-yard line. So that, or I'm sorry, the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 40-yard line. With about 1 minute and 20 seconds left here, second quarter. And let's see who's in there for quarterback here as soon as they turn. I think it's Picard here, 12. It is. So Picard, oh, nice play there defensively. Let's see who that was that came up to make the play. 52. Luke Mullen. Mullen comes up and gets the tackle there, and nothing doing for Essex. Oh, really? Okay. Mullen. Okay. Cool. Don't know her. You did? Okay. Okay. Yeah, but he didn't go there in second. Yeah. Fourth, yeah. Okay, so we got a second down. Not much going on that one. Second down and about, what is that, Mary? About 16? Second and about 16. 5, 10, 50. Yeah, just about. So second and 16. 1:05 left here, first half. And Coach Sabaka out on the field there, giving some last-second instructions there to the Raider defense. They played well. It's 12-0. Raiders on top. You're the Hornets. And now, what do we got? I don't know. Let's go, boys. I got a baseball game to watch. Whoa, almost an interception there. And the pass is complete across the way. Is that number 1, Mary? And we'll leave it at that. Number 1 on the reception. Not nearly enough for a first down, so it's going to bring up a third down now. And about, let's see, 3, 6, we got a timeout. Timeout, Raiders. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Back in Alumni here, 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Essex with the football. Picard looking to air it out. It's got a man down there, and that is a reception. They can pick up the first down. It's going to be at the Raider 40-yard line. So a nice pass play from Picard to number 1. And again, I apologize. We don't have the name for the player that wears number 1 for Essex. But Picard, pretty decent pass that time. We got whistles going here. And where's the injury? I don't see the injury. Okay. All right, so at any rate, it's 1st and 10, the ball at the Raider 40. Looking, Picard fires it, and intercepted. Look out! He's got some room down there, and 21 picks it off for the Raiders. That's Josh Cody, so Cody comes up with the interception. And the Raiders back in business here with 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Second quarter is kind of dragged a little bit here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, you know. Oh my God, mercifully. Yeah. So the Raiders now have a 1st and 10. And they're ready to go here. As we've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter play. Balomo drops it back. Throws it down there, and this one's almost intercepted by number 85. That's Rodriguez. Jacob Rodriguez, number 85, right? Almost came up with the interception. So the Raiders now second down and about 2nd down and 10. Number 7 checks in. Friedman comes in for Essex. Defensive side of things. We got trips for the Raiders. Balomo's lined up. Well, now we got a timeout. Apparently we don't have enough on the field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Nope, we're missing one. So smartly we call timeout. We'll take a short break. Be right back. Okay. Ready? All right, back at Alumni, and boy, look out there. 34 got the call that time. Joe Sullivan on the carry for the Raiders. And what do we got now? Another timeout. We're going to keep it right here, though. So the Raiders take a timeout. We got what is that, Mary? 10 seconds? Is that right, or is that 1:04? I don't know. I lost track. 10.4. Yeah, the dot there's no dot, so you better know what's going on. So at any rate, yeah, so it's second quarter, and we're looking at, here we go. Ready to roll as coaches come off the field. All right, ready? So Raiders looking at a 3rd and 10 here now. And Balomo barks him out. He's got a single setback. Fake, reverse. And let's see, he's got some room out there. I think that's going to, yeah, that broke down. That's a nice play there by 86. That was right. And then number 7 came up. Friedman came up to take down. There is a flag on the play, too. So right tackled on the play by Friedman for Essex. A flag on the play. There was a reverse that the Raiders were running. So we're down to about, why bother running? Might as well just head to the, I didn't get the call here, Mary. I'm not, well, no, but these guys, there's nothing, there's no calls, nothing, I don't know. So anyways, it makes it rather tough. That's the end of the first half of play as we've reached the end, I believe. Are they going to? Okay, see, boy, oh boy, this. And again, I don't like to complain about officials or whatever, but you got to know what you're doing here. There seems to be All right, we're going to call it. Okay, is that it? Okay, that's the end of the first half of play here from Alumni. It's the Raiders 12 and the Hornets 0. We'll be back for second half action. Tee it up here. It's a 12-0 ball game. Freshman football this evening on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco. And the final contest here at Alumni for the Raider freshman squad as they came into the ball game with a record of 6-0, and so far they're shutting out the Hornets. The only team to do that so far this year. There's a return out there by Grover got the tackle, or actually it was Dakota Wright on the tackle. On the return was C.J. Allenbert for Essex. So the Hornets will go to work with a 1st and 10. We should be in pretty good shape. We don't get a lot of whistles and flags here, Mary. We'll be out of here by 8 o'clock. Get home so we can watch our Yankees tonight. World Series, baby. All right. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets, 11:44 here, third quarter just underway at Alumni as Picard now rolls. Looking, he's got some pressure coming. He gets it away, and it's off the fingertips of the intended receiver down there. 22, James Olson. So Olson, the intended receiver for Picard's pass. That goes incomplete. Second down, 2nd and 10 here for Essex. Again, they go with a no-huddle offense. There we go. And there's the pass. It's almost intercepted. As 21 for the Raiders coming over. Josh Cody almost picked it off. So it'll be a 3rd down now. 3rd and 10 for Essex here as the Raiders have that 12-0 lead. 11:27 left here in the third quarter of action. And they're going, the Hornets still going with Picard in the backfield as the quarterback. They've been shifting Picard and McGrath. There's Picard's pass. It's a beauty, but it's going to be knocked, almost intercepted down here. So the Raiders again, Josh Cody again with a chance for an interception. Again, actually it was 23 for the Raiders and 11 with the coverage. Elijah Rogers and Kyle Arnold down there for the Raiders. So it brings up a 4th and 10 for the Essex Hornets, and the Raiders will have a couple of deep men back there. Kick is away. And it's taken by 23. That's Rogers, I believe. Or Arnold, Kyle Arnold for the Raiders. Still going, look out! Arnold! And he was still on his feet as he crossed the 40, the 35. Kyle Arnold on the return. And a nice return by Arnold for the Raiders. They'll be in great field position here. As soon as they put the ball down, let's see. Well, just inside the 35, we'll call it the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Raiders at the Essex 34-yard line. 10:56 left, third quarter of play. Dakota Wright, the wideout on the near side. Rogers on the far side. Couple of setbacks. Belomo, first man through. And still going. Looks like Joe Sullivan on the carry. Number 34 for the Raiders. So they get it inside the, let's see, just about at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Essex 20 with 10:26 left here in the third quarter of play. That's Sullivan right behind Belomo, the up back. Pitches the second one through. Still going. And got it deep in as close to the end zone. And on the carry was Josh Cody, number 21 for the Raiders. So Raiders knocking on the door here with 10:08 left in the third quarter. Oh, you got to. So they got a first down here, and with 9:52 left here, the Raiders looking to put another score on the board here. They're up 12-0 here at this point. And we got a timeout called by Essex. So we had Jeff Hart lined up there at the quarterback position. So Hart's into the ball game. And we'll take a short break, Mary, and then we'll be right back. Where'd he go? All right, back at Alumni at the quarterback position. Jeff Hart for the Raiders, number 5. And they give us to 21. He's in. Touchdown Raiders. On the carry, Josh Cody for the Raiders, and it makes it a 18-0 ball game. So Cody got the call that time. Ryan Belomo had been quarterbacking. Jeff Hart goes in. And now Hart will hold for the extra point. So they're going to try an extra point here. And to try the extra point is number 15, Scott Crosby. Number 80 just coming in. Get set. And the snap is down. Nope. And it's blocked. So the attempt for the extra point is no good. Both teams back up the field. The Raiders 18 and the Hornets nothing. We'll be back. Okay, we're back at Alumni with 9:36 left here in the third quarter of play. The Raiders find themselves on top, 18-0 over the Essex Hornets here. Freshman football this evening from Alumni Field on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco. That's a good kick. Taken by, I believe it was, let's see. Boy, they better get him. And 21 on the return for Essex. Jerkowitz. Who got the tackle, Mary? I didn't quite see who got the tackle there, but well, it'll put the Hornets at the 40-yard line. They're 45 actually. So that's where Essex will go to work. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And looking to see if Picard is still in there. They were shuffling Picard and McGrath in as the quarterbacks in that first half of play. So here's Picard, handoff, spinning, and 21 on the carry. That time Jerkowitz got the call, and I'm not sure, I think it was 88 with the tackle. Ryan Grover, so Grover with the tackle. So it will be a second down and 10, or second down and about 8, I guess. Second down and 8, gain of 2 on the play. And Picard, Joe Picard, the Essex quarterback, barking him out. Handoff, first man through, still going on the carry. Let's see who got the 21 again on the carry. Jerkowitz again, so they're giving the ball to Jerkowitz here in the first 2 plays. It brings up a 3rd and 5, a gain of 5 on the play. And 8:18 left here in the third quarter of action from Alumni as Picard barks him out. Raider defense bending here a little bit, but here's a pass now, and goes incomplete. Pass intended for Rodriguez down there, 85 on the coverage was for the Raiders, McCormick. McCormick was down there along with Crosby. So that'll bring up a 4th and 5 now for Essex. So the last 2 drives, Essex unable to move the football. Pretty decent Raider defense here. 4th and 5, Essex going to go for it here with 8:04 left in the third quarter. So here we go. Drops it back. Picard, a little pass out on the flats, complete, and he looks to have enough for the first down. The pass was complete to Jerkowitz. Well, they're going to go quickly here as Essex up to the line and ready to go. 1st and 10. Picard drops back, looking. He's got some pressure coming now. And the ball is across the way. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7. Friedman down there was the intended receiver. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 now for Essex. Good coverage by the Raiders. led by Elijah Rogers. So Rogers on to lead the defense there in the secondary. So it's second down and 10 here for Essex. There's the handoff, Jerkowitz, and he gets the call, brings it up inside the 45 to about the 40 of the Raiders. And it'll be a third down now. Third down and about 7. Essex going quickly again with no huddle. That's their MO. Jerkowitz in the backfield. Basically the lone setback. There's a wing back and a couple of wideouts. There's the pass. It's complete. And the play goes not much on the play, though. They didn't pick up a lot. So maybe a yard or two. It's another fourth down here for the Essex Hornets. Again, they go quick. Allenbert's the one in motion. Now they've got trips out on the right side. What are we stopping for? I don't. Got to move that? Yeah, that's why. We got to move the yard marker. Okay, now we're all lined up, ready to go. Okay, got to make sure those markers are in the right spot here. Fourth down and 7, Essex. And we got a false start. Looked like a false start against Essex. So that'll drop them back another 5 yards. So now it'll be a 4th and 12 here for the Hornets. And they not able to mount much here. The last 2 series for Essex. 6:52 left here, third quarter play from Alumni, as it's all Raiders this evening. 18-0 over the Essex Hornets so far. Freshman football tonight. Here's the snap, and again we got another false start here against Essex. Is it 67 that's getting off the last one? And it might have been 85. That's what I thought. Well, he's not mysterious. He's got a name, but yesterday he didn't have a name. Today he shows up. He's got a name. So at any rate, it's a 4th and 12 now. So here we go again for the Hornets. They're shifting people in, people out. And now I guess they're going to boot the football away. So 23 and 17 back deep for the Raiders. Kyle Arnold and Rocky Lucian back for Rutland. And the kick is away. Rocky's going to take it. And Rocky Lucian. Hey, Rocky gets it up close to the 40, Mary. What can I tell you, you know? Yes, he did. So a good return by Lucian. And he gets it up to the 40-yard line. The Raiders will go to work there, 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 6:08 left here in the third quarter of play. Yeah, ball. We got to have a ball. Let's go, boys. My God, let's go. 8 o'clock is going to be here before we know it. Yeah, where'd the yeah, interesting. nobody's tending to the footballs down there. So here we go. So Jeff Hart, the quarterback for the Raiders, and the handoff first man through, that's number 21. And that's Josh Cody on the carry. So we had Belomo at the quarterback position there. And now we have Jeff Hart, number 5. Number 2 checks in for the Raiders. It's Tyler Guth checking into the ball game. 27 in there, Mitchell. And we have a, what do we got, Mary? 2nd and 5. So 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders. Got a wide out across the way. Couple of setbacks behind Hart. Hart backs him out the pitch. That's Guth, number 2. Look out, look at. He's got some speed there, and he gets it into Essex territory. Nice run by Tyler. Tyler Guth gets the call, and he takes it into Essex territory. The Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at the Essex 45-yard line. Nice play. Pretty play is as we would say. A couple of setbacks behind Hart. Got a man in motion coming across. And Hart, first man through. This is Mitchell. Still going. Trying to fight off a couple of Essex defenders there. And he gets it inside the 45 to about the 43 is Dalton Mitchell. Tough kid. That was a tough run there. So second down and about 9 here with 4:12 left, third quarter of action. What do we got there? Oh. How can you have a false start? It didn't even... Huh? He didn't even get up to start the play, did he? How the hell can you have a... Excuse my French, but how can you have a false start when they weren't even up to the line to get ready for... I don't... Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, that's one on me. I got second down and 10 here. Actually, it's longer than 10, isn't it? He's ball pretty much at midfield. Here we go. Hart. Luck out. Twisting and turning, and Rocky Lucian with the carry that time. Looked like his arm was going to be pulled out of his socket there. Yeah. So third down here coming up for the Raiders. This is second and 12 there. Did he fall asleep over there or what? Huh? Third down. There you go. Third and about 12 now. The ball at the Essex 48-yard lines. Jeff Hart, the Raider quarterback, barks him out. Drops it back, looking to throw here. And he's got a man down here, and it goes incomplete. Rogers, the intended receiver, as Hart was looking to connect with Rogers down here. It goes incomplete, so it's a fourth down. 4th and 12, and in to boot the football away will be number 15 for the Raiders, Scott Crosby. So Crosby in to kick it away with 2:55 left in the third quarter of play. Raiders on top, 18-0 against the Essex Hornets. Got a long count. Gonna and a kick. His knee must have hit the ground because they called it dead right there. In high school football, of course, once the knee goes down, the play is dead. So when he went to, unfortunately for the Raiders, he went down to pick up the ball, and the knee hit the ground, and once that happens, that's it. So the Essex is going to have, the Hornets are going to have excellent field position here as they have a 1st and 10 and the football at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Let's see who's in there. I believe it's Picard. Drops it back and still going. Now he's going to pass it, and the pass goes incomplete. Not sure who the intended receiver was. I believe it was number 8. It was number 8 down here. C.J. Allenbert was your intended receiver. So now we're looking at a second down and 10. Now they have trips across the way for the Hornets. And you still have, looking, Picard looking, and almost intercepted there by Mitchell. Dalton Mitchell there, the closest Raider to the football, and almost picked it off here with a third down now. 3rd and 10 coming up for Essex, and the Raiders on top here, 18-0 with 2:19 left in the third quarter of action here from Alumni. Picard drops it back. Look, got some pressure coming there, throws it. It's a complete pass out of the backfield here. Number 22 for Essex making the receptions, James Olson. So Olson on the reception. And he didn't pick up I don't believe he'd picked up enough for the first down, did he, Mary? I think he came up short on that by about a yard. So they're quickly, Essex will go to the huddle, or no huddle, I should say. They're going to quickly go into their play, and they're looking at a 4th and about a yard. So here we go. Ready to go. 4th and about a yard. 1:38 left here, third quarter. Picard. Handoff. And still going. They stopped him, though. Jerkowitz got the call. Took it inside. Mitchell was there. And the Hornets come up empty. Good play defensively for the Raiders. So the Raider defense stiffens, and the Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. 1:24 left here, third quarter. And the clock will continue to run here. We'll be in good shape, Mary. We'll be out of here by 8 for baseball. Final contest of the season here for the Raider freshman squad, coming in 6-0, looking to go have a perfect season against these Essex Hornets. And on the call, let's see, first play was, I believe it was Sullivan on the carry. So Joe Sullivan gets the call for the Raiders. Picked up about 3 on the play. Second down and about 7 now as the clock continues to run. We're inside a minute. 76, Matthew Hawk, the Raiders center, up over the football. 86 to the near side. It's Dakota Wright. Across the way, number 11, Rogers, Elijah Rogers. As Jeffrey Hart barks him out. Pretty play. There you go. There's Cody, Josh Cody into the Hornet territory across the way. And coming up with the tackle, boy, I don't have his number here. Sorry, pal, but number 11 on the roster, there isn't one. Well, at any rate, there was a nice run by Cody. And he was able to bring it into Essex territory, about the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. That's where the Raiders will go to work as we come to the end of the third period. After 3 quarters of play here from Alumni Freshman Football, it's the Raiders 18 and the Hornets nothing. Fourth quarter. Are we ready? All right, we're back at Alumni, ready for the start of the fourth quarter of play. The Raiders on top here, 8-0 over the 18-0, I should say, over the Essex Hornets. So we're ready to go. The Raiders looking at a 1st and 10, and they have the football at the Essex 35-yard line, looking for more. Hand off to, one of the Hornets missed the tackle on that one. Tyler Guth gets the call, takes it. Let's see where they're going to mark it. They might have picked up maybe a yard on the play. Couple of yards. 2nd down and 8 now for the Raiders. 18-0 over the Hornets. And if they pull this one off, it'll be the first victory by a Raider squad this year against the Essex Hornets. And it'll come here at Alumni Field. Jeff Hart, Raider quarterback. First man through, still going. Nice run by number 17, Rocky Lucian. So Rocky in there close to the 25-yard line. So 3rd and about a yard here. Waiting for the scoreboard operator to catch up with me here, Mary. Mr. Battles. So 10:46 left here, fourth quarter underway here at Alumni. It's a 3rd and 1 for the Raiders, and 18-0. They've played well this evening. Freshman football here at Rutland High School. Hart drops it back now, looking for somebody. Got it. Oh, it goes incomplete off the hands. Elijah Rogers, the intended receiver down there. So Jeff Hart trying to hook up with Rogers on the pass play. It goes incomplete, so we're looking at a 4th down now. 4th and a yard. Pretty good crowd on hand. I'd say it's a little bit bigger crowd than Monday night's contest here. Well, it's starting to cool off. Not as bad, but it's still starting to get a little crispy here. That's true. Oh, it's damp. That's what it is. We've had the rain. The rain has stopped, and here we are, 4th and 1. He stumbles, but he got the hand off and still going. Look out. And touchdown Raiders. On the carry is number 27, Dalton Mitchell. So Mitchell gets in for the Raiders one more time. And it's a 24-0 ball game. And let's see if they're going to go. They're going for the 2 here. Or they're going to hook up. They're going to line up for the 1 here. The last touchdown, they tried the 1-point conversion. They're going for 2 here. Looks. Now Hart. This is a tricky. Basically, what we'd call trips. And that's a little different formation. And they got the 2 points. Going in was Mitchell. Hart, the quarterback, lined up here near side with 3 receivers, and going into the end zone, direct snap from center was Dalton Mitchell. So Mitchell gets the touchdown, gets the 2 points, and it's a 25-0 ball game here. 26. We're missing some bulbs there, right? Got the 2-point conversion. 26-0. Both teams back up the field. We'll be back here momentarily. We'll just take a quick. All right, Mary. Here we go. Quick break. We're back. 10:16 left here. 26-0. It's been all Raiders this evening here at Alumni and Freshman Football here on Channel 15, and it's with Raiders ready to kick, and the kick is away by Crosby. It goes across the way inside the Essex 40 where it's covered down there. Number 1, which, and again, we apologize, but we can only do what we can do, and they sent the rosters down, and we're not professionals. We don't claim to be. We leave that for Jack Healy. Yes. And the boys at ESPN and whatever. Yeah, right. So we do it because we like it. I enjoy it. We enjoy it. We have fun. That's what we're here for. We're here for the kids. There's drops it back. Picard's got a man down there, and it's almost picked off. Broken up nicely, though, by Mike Pileggi. Made a nice play there defensively. So it's a 2nd and 10 now, as Picard was looking to hook up one of his many receivers. Second down and 10 now. 9:56 left, 4th quarter. There's a snap. Picard looking to air it out. And this time he's going to pick it off. Mike Pileggi down the sidelines. 30, 20, 15, 10. Pileggi's in. Touchdown, I believe. Or they're going to say he got it. Well, he came up short the first time, but the second time he made it count. And Mike took it down the sidelines, got it in for the score. And a pretty play. Nice defensive work there by Mike Pileggi, the Raider freshman squad here tonight. Pouring it on here against the Essex Hornets, 32-0. I guess this makes up for the Monday night loss and the Friday night loss last week, huh? Well, I'll tell you, you can say what you want, but this freshman squad can say they were the only Raider football team to knock off Essex this year, so it's a feather in their cap, I must say. So give them credit. Now, what did they say? It hasn't gone on the board yet. I'm a little confused here. Did he not get in? Because the signal said he got in. Are they going for 2 here or what? Okay, that's in. Okay, that's Sullivan taking it in. All right, so we got a touchdown that's got to go on the board. So 32-34. So it's a 34-0 ball game. He's got 32, but it's... All right, I'm confused. Must be he didn't... All right, so apparently he didn't get in. Pileggi didn't get in for the touchdown. Well, I saw, yeah, the official did signal a touchdown. So it was Sullivan. Okay, well, I'm not surprised. But anyways, Sullivan did get in for the touchdown. Pelegi did get the interception to set up the touchdown. Sullivan took it in for the score. So now we've got Crosby here that's going to try for the extra point. That gets blocked by Essex. Coming in on the block there was 21 Steve Jerkowitz. So both teams back up the field. At any rate, it's the Raiders 32 and the Essex Hornets nothing. We'll be back. What did he... All right, back here, Alumni, 9:14 left in the ball game. 32 for the Raiders, 0 for the Essex Hornets tonight here. Freshman football here on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Michael Fusco, and we're glad to bring you this one here, the final contest for the Raider freshman squad. The kick is away, and it is taken by, let's see who we got down there. Was it 6? 6. We'll give it the numbers. Oh, 8 actually. It looked like 8. C.J. Allenbert on the return for the Raiders, and he was dropped by a host of Raiders. Down about the 38-yard line. They're going to, I guess we'll call it close enough. Call it the 40-yard line. As soon as they decide when to, these guys. 35, 36. Let's call it the 36-yard line. So that's where Essex will go to work, 1st and 10. With about 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter of play from Alumni this evening. Freshman football on Channel 15. Glad to bring it your way. And here we go. The Hornets. Whoa, nothing doing there. It's the quarterback. 88. And that would be Ryan Grover. So Grover coming in to make the stop, and it was a hard stop on the Essex quarterback. Now, I've got to see here because Picard was in there, and he's done most of the quarterbacking. And they did have number 10, Billy McGrath, in there for a short time. So they were kind of revolving quarterbacks here earlier in the ball game. And then Picard. Okay, here's Picard. No, this is number 2, actually. Pass goes incomplete. So 2 is Nathan Foyce. So Foyce is in now at the quarterback position. They were running Picard and McGrath here earlier in the ball game, and Picard was seeing the majority of taking the snaps. So in the ball game now is Foyce. I believe that's how you pronounce it, number 2. Yeah. And they're looking at a 3rd down now. 3rd and a bunch here for Essex. They look. Foyce airs it out. It's got a man down there, and it is tipped away nicely by the Raider defense there. Number 52 coming up, Luke Mullen. So Mullen makes a nice play defensively to bat the pass away, and it'll be a 4th down now for Essex. 7:54 left here, 4th quarter. And the Raiders all over the Hornets tonight, 32-0. Okay, who we got back deep here? Looks like 17, Rocky Lucian, and 23 down there, Kyle Arnold. So Arnold and Lucian back deep for the Raiders. That's if they get just barely got the kick away. They're going to let that go. Stay away from that, boys. That's poison. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They'll take it at about their 42-yard line. What's that now? Oh, his leg is up. Yeah, McGrath. So I wonder if they had an injury on that. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 7:36 left here in the fourth quarter of play. And again, let's see. We still got Hart in there. So Jeff Hart, Raider quarterback. Couple of setbacks behind him. Here's handoff. Oh. Almost a handoff. Aaron Rhodes, is that number 8? Number 8 is Rhodes in there for the Raiders in the backfield. 21, Josh Cody now coming out. 17, Rocky Lucian back in. And, of course, the Jeff Hart, number 5, the Raider quarterback, is Ryan Balomo. Saw action in the first half of play, and now the Raiders going with Jeff Hart at the quarterback position. Couple of wideouts the near side. Here's Rogers. And this is Rhodes. Skips it outside. Midfield, 40. And a nice run there by number 8 for the Raiders, Aaron Rhodes. So Rhodes got the call that time. Took it the right side and picks up another Raider first down. Halloween parade coming up, Mary. Saturday night, huh? That's right, too. We got the big Rutland High School, MSJ, Mount St. Joseph Academy. We got the rivalry game this Saturday afternoon. Of course, by the time people are watching this, it'll be come and gone. Right. Another one, the 76th edition. There's Rhodes again. Look out. Rhodes is still going and finally taken down by number 18 there, Willie McSoley for Essex, but not before Rhodes gets another first down. Aaron Rhodes. I like that first name. A-A-R-O-N, I like that. Yeah. There you go. So the Raiders now, 1st and 10, knocking on the door here with 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 at the Essex 23. Rocky Lucian on the carry that time. So we got a lot of stuff coming up here this week, Mary. We've got, soccer. Is that Castleton soccer? Okay, and that's on what? Is that going to be on public access, or is that on 20? Streamline, right? Northeast Sports Network. Okay, they'll be doing that. So that's Castleton Soccer coming up, so you'll be able to watch that on public access on PEGTV. And let's see, we got the call that time. Let's see who gets off the. Was that Rhodes again? Aaron Rhodes, number 8. Yep. So we got a 3rd and short here, 3rd and 2 coming up. So we've got that coming up on Saturday. We also have the MSJ Rutland game. We have the Halloween parade Saturday night. A lot of stuff going on in the area this week. And we're winding down here with our football coverage, and then we will certainly see you during the basketball season. We'll try to bring a few basketball games from Rutland High School. There's the handoff to, again, Rocky Lucian this time now as Raiders running the clock down here, too, with 4:33 left. Clock continues to run. Raiders on top, 32-0. There's Jeff Hart now brings the play back in from the sidelines. This has been fun. This has been a fun game to do. It's one-sided, but it's still a fun game to do. Yeah, a lot of good play. Here's Hart. And we're going to have a penalty flag. Let's see, there's a penalty marker down on the play as Hart hits the turf. We'll see what this is all about. Talking to the Essex captain, so I'm sure it's obviously against. Going to be against the Raiders. What do we got here? Okay, that was penalty against the Raiders. I didn't really get the call here as to what it was, but at any rate, we're looking at a first, and well, it's more than 10 because they had the penalty, I believe, right? All right, so at any rate, it's a first down for the Raiders. Hart barks them out. Here's the handoff. Rocky Lucian cuts it inside. Lucian still going. Rocky Lucian, they're finally pulled down by the Essex defender, but not until he gets it inside the 10. And inside the, let's see where they're going to mark that, about the, give or take, what, 6, 7? Probably about the 7-yard line. So he puts 8 up on the board. That figures, wouldn't he? So it's a third down. No, it's not a third down. He's got third down on the marker over there, but it's 2 on the... Have my eyes deceived me, or is that 3 on C3 across the way? No, over there on the yard marker. But he's got 2. Okay, there's 2 on the board, so it's a third down. And Hart barks him out. Couple of setbacks behind him. Here's the pitch. It goes wide. Here's Lucian trying to cut it. Now he cuts it inside. Rocky Lucian in for the score. Touchdown. We're going to wait till I get the signal. There's the signal. That was definitely a touchdown. Rocky Lucian taking it in from about 8 yards out. And it's a 38-0 ball game now. 38-zip Raiders over the Essex Hornets. And we got some talent, Mary. Every year we see that, we do the freshman and JV games, and it's fun to watch because you see what's coming up. You see what's down the road. Next year we'll be doing some JV games, and we'll get the same. There you go. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. 15 got it. Scott Crosby puts it through the uprights. Both teams back up the field. 39 for the Raiders, 0 for the Essex Hornets. We'll be back. Okay, back at Alumni here with 2:39 left in the contest, and the Raiders find themselves on top of the Essex Hornets here, 39-0 in this freshman football game, the final one of the season. And I would be, let's 21 on the return for the Hornets, Steve Jerkowitz, and he gets it across 35 and finally tackled there just over the 40-yard line. And I'm not sure who got the tackle. Let's give it to the last one coming off the pile there. 34, so we'll give it to Joe Sullivan. So the Essex Hornets here will have it 1st and 10, 2:13 left. And this Raider freshman squad who came into the contest with a 6-0 record will be looking to go undefeated for their freshman season. You got a timeout, Mary? 58. Well, 58 going in. 58 is Chris Bolig. So Bolig into the contest, and Tim Kenny comes out. And we're going to run down the list here. Tyler Guth, Jeff Hart, Aaron Rhodes, Ryan Balomo. Help me out here if I miss anybody. Scott Crosby, Rocky Lucian, Cody McCormick, Joshua Cody, Ryan Kent. I don't know how that. Boharnas, I guess. Kyle Arnold, Andrew Drake, Dalton Mitchell. He had a great game this evening. Kyle Martin, John Valentin, Joe Sullivan. Gavin Tyson, Samuel Garuso, Luke Mullen, Michael Drop, Max Peterson, Chris Bolig, Tim Kenny, Levi Weeks, and we'll pick it up from there. I want to make sure I mention everybody on that roster. So here we go. We got a 1st and 10. Cutting across there, pass was intended for number 3, and I don't have a 3 on the roster, so I can't tell you what the kid's name is from Essex. And we left it off there. Let's see. Levi Weeks, Evan House, Benjamin Layden Olson, Matthew Hadley, Cameron Kennedy, Matthew Hawk, Matt Blandy, Patrick Fenning, Rocco Stutz. We'll leave it right there, and we'll pick up the action. 2nd down now for Essex. And the give this time, weaving his way through up over midfield, still on his feet. Finally, the Raiders take him down, but inside the 45. I want to get the number on that ball carrier. Let's see. It looked like 32. 32, I don't know if 32 is Mac O'Connell. So O'Connell on the carry for Essex. Picard is still in at the quarterback position, number 12. Thank you, Mary. So Picard in there. Joey Picard, he's seen the most action at the quarterback position. Pass is complete right there, 17 for the Raiders. And that's Rocky Lucian coming up defensively along with Aaron Rhodes. And, okay, Foyce he was quarterback. And pass was complete there to 83, Colton Crum. But right there on the defensive side of things were the Raiders. And the rest of the, let's see, we got Rocco Stutz, Kerry Clark, Michael Pileggi, Dakota Wright, and Ryan Grover, and those 2 guys played a good ball game tonight. Mike Pileggi had the interception that set up the touchdown. We thought it was a touchdown. We saw the signal go up. But at any rate, it doesn't matter. I know it's water over the dam at this point, but yeah, it is. Matt, yeah, okay, that's another. So some familiar names here at the freshman level, and every year I love doing these freshman and JV games because you see what the talent is. You see what's coming up the line there. You know, when you get to the varsity level, and you can see you know the ones that have, you know, the talent at this level, and the ones that just keep working hard and keep improving, you know, and just get better and become more skilled at your position. All right, here's Picard looking, and he's got a man makes the completion there. On the pass completion was Micah Paroline. And on the reception with about 34 seconds, clock continues to run. 42 gets the tackle, and I don't have a 42 on my roster. Son of a gun. There's Picard now airing it out, and look at this. Here's Rocky. Rocky, let's see if he still going, still on his feet. Finally, he loses the football. But what are they going to say here? He never did go down, did he? Well, the ball game is going to end anyways as the clock, well, actually it's 5 seconds left, and Essex is going to, all right, now run the clock, 5.5. He's telling him, run the clock. There we go. Now it runs. And that's it. So, finally, mercifully, the Raider freshman squad completes an undefeated season here at Alumni. They finished at 7-0 for the season, and what a way to top it off with a 39-0 trouncing of the Essex Hornets. Finally, somebody this year beats the Hornets, and a great program up there at Essex, obviously, with the varsity this year. And the JVs we saw Monday night was a great contest with the Raider JV squad, just barely losing that ball game 40-38. But tonight it was all Rutland. It was the Raiders on top, 39-0 over the Essex Hornets. And Mary, I enjoyed. We only did 2 games for the football season, but I enjoyed both of them. And we'll look to do some basketball this year from Keefe Gymnasium as the fans, the parents here in attendance at Alumni give the Raider freshman squad, again, an undefeated season, 7-0, and a big resounding win here at Alumni Field, their final contest of the year. 39 for the Raiders and 0 for the Essex Hornets. So for Mary Michael Fusco on the camera, Mark Carboneau saying we'll see you down the road.